What's one thing you've learned not to say to rich people? I was 19 and had just started working at a country club. I was serving a table of 4 older men, all of whom were members. I was doing my best to be polite and make sure they had everything they needed. At one point, one of the men asked me what I was studying in school. I told him I was majoring in business. He then asked me what I wanted to do after I graduated. I told him I wasn't sure yet, but I was thinking about going into finance. He then said, "You should come work for me. I could use a smart young man like you." I laughed and said, "Thanks, but I don't think I could afford to work for you." The other 3 men at the table laughed, but the man who had made the offer did not. He looked at me with a serious expression and said, "I wasn't joking." I apologized and said I didn't mean to offend him. He then said, "You should never assume that someone can't afford to pay you what you're worth." I was taken aback by his response. I had never thought of it that way before. I thanked him for his advice and continued serving their table. After they left, my manager came up to me and said, "That was Mr. Smith. He's one of the wealthiest men in the city. If he offers you a job, you should seriously consider it." I never saw Mr. Smith again, but his words stuck with me.